Back-to-school shopping isn't complete these days without the latest must-have tech that also makes sure your child is safe and secure in the classroom.
Our very own Kurt, the cyber guy, joins us now to break it all down. Kurt, good morning. What do you have for us?
Good morning, Mama Abrak. I'm going to give you this tool. Parents are going to want to have a screwdriver for one of the items this year for kids going back to school. But let's start with you. Parents often look for what is the state-of-the-art laptop if we're replacing a laptop right now. This notebook right here is the Acer Aspire 16A. It is that perfect blend of an AI-ready laptop that's got the Snapdragon X processor inside. It's got Copilot Plus from allowing you into doing essentially AI work, creative work, and productivity for back to school at a price point that's under $750 to start with that. So that's a pretty good one. Now, my nieces both, one going into freshman in college, the other one into high school, opted this year. They said, you know, we need a new notebook, but we don't want another one. We want instead what other kids are doing at school, which is it's a combo. It's taking the latest iPad Air.
Oh, yeah.
So this is that mid-range latest iPad. It's a real winner in the category. And also you can get about a $100 gift card when you go through the educational purchase program on Apple. And what they do is they combine this with a Magic Keyboard, a Pencil Pro, and this now becomes their productivity tool and their entertainment tool for school. So they tend to like this a lot more. It's very portable, lets you go around with it very easily, and it just seems to be a winner for a lot of kids in certain school districts that allow it still.
Cost?
Cost on that, you're going to start at like $511 for the basic iPad Air 11, and it goes up from there because you're going to add on these items. It's whatever the kid wants, you know, really. Some kids may not want the pencil. I think, you know, if you're any creativity involved in the family, let them have it. Let's see what happens. Let's jump to this. Everybody's buzzing about this year going back to school. For the little ones especially, got a friend who has an autistic child who said this is a godsend. And I can't tell you how many times over the years I've had parents, once the Apple AirTag was invented, they're like, how can I put this on the shoe? Well, we would have little things that you could buy on Amazon. Well, now Skechers has come out with this, and this is where you're going to use that screwdriver. When you get these and you know, being delivered, and believe me, they're only like $55 or less when we looked at them on Amazon. You're going to use a screwdriver to open up the bottom of the insole, and then you'll use a small Phillips screwdriver to put the AirTag inside your child's shoe. Great for tracking your kids. Apple will tell you, hey, we don't intend to track kids or people, but parents love it. And at the same time, watch for these because you don't want anyone else to really give this to your child. You want to have control of this with your kid.
Fantastic.
And you'll know if an AirTag that doesn't belong around you is near you. Because it warns you on your phone.
And you need the screwdriver to get in.
To get in there. So it's not going to be a
really
quickie
secure
thing that some creepo's going to do. So good idea from Skechers. They're called the Find My Skechers. I love what they did. And check this out. I mean, kids going back to school, what are they doing? They're taking videos one after another. This little thing right here is called the Phone Drive from SanDisk. Teeny tiny, and it works for iPhone. They also have a version for Android. And what this lets you do is, as our phones fill up, because it's taking up the storage, it just offloads it right into this tiny little thing, and then you can go into a computer or another tablet with that later and offload that video and work with it.
Nice.
And then finally, really safety, privacy is a giant focus for the entire family, especially going back to school. Creepos online are looking to scam our kids. They look to get into the whole family through our kids. They'll know where they go to school, when they go to school. And so this is the kind of thing.
Something to look forward to.
We started doing that like over 10 years ago. They're like, hey, Kurt, can you show us how to erase yourself from the internet? We did a week-long series. I still get stopped in the airport with people saying, like, how do you do that? Well, now these services have come out. This is the winner in our 2025 category of data removal services. Subscribe to not just one, but do the whole family is the cheapest way to do this. You'll only find this deal, and for back to school, 60% off only at cyberguy.com. I got to say, once I started using this, I couldn't believe how well it was to just erase me from the internet.
It's important. You got to do it.
I don't want to be tracked, period.
Amazing.
It's worth the cost. When we were growing up, we had one piece of tech. It was the TI-84.
The
and
calculator.
Now you have all this, America. Kurt, the cyber guy, as always.
Thanks, brother.